Hi, my name is Shania and welcome to my channel, Cosmic Homemaker. The topic for this video will be what we can learn from the film and music industry. And of course, this is my opinion, my viewpoint. Okay, so it's a lot going on in the music and film industry right now. Celebs are being exposed for having unorthodox lifestyles. The high level ones are being outed for abusing their power and exploiting people in unfortunate and almost ritualistic ways. The names of the industry gatekeepers are being whispered just a little bit louder than they were in a decade ago or 15 years ago. And while good and bad attention is still attention, some people might start to question how valuable or useful the entertainment industry is when we have social media and YouTube and platforms like that where you can turn on or upload a video from your phone or your camera or anything, and if enough people find it entertaining, funny or relatable or worth admiring, or unfortunately if people sympathize with you or your story, you can become some form of famous, whether it's for a couple minutes or a month, years, or maybe even longer. Not to mention, not only are some celebrities being put in timeout by either the law or the public, but it's been said that collectively our attention spans are getting shorter. Okay, so suppose we stay in this energetic agreement with Hollywood and the entertainment industry. In that case, I wonder if these platforms will adapt. Okay, will movies and albums get shorter, like shorts and stories on our apps? Will movie timelines have to be what would the subjects of movies and their plots have to be more exaggerated or more violent or more unrealistic or emotional, or perhaps they have to find different ways to tap into our subconscious, maybe more scientific or psychological ways, to hold our attention, maybe in a half a century, Instead of movie theaters, maybe devices that display virtual realities will get promoted more to the public, But what would that even mean for our imaginations and our brains? Okay, what would this mean for our brains? What would this mean if we use our brains and our imaginations less? And what about the whole work hard and get a dopamine fix balance? How will this affect that, Before I get deeper into the rabbit hole, my intention for this video is to look at what a person that's not an actor, not a producer, not a music, or not in any profession that supports these people, what we can learn from the industry and how we can implement it into our lives. And this is my opinion, and no, I have no experience of actually being in the entertainment industry. But here we go, okay? Okay, 1. At the core, an entertainer's role is to entertain, okay? It is their job to ensure that it is not an entertainer's job to ensure that you have a healthy, balanced lifestyle. We do not know if the actual entertainer is consciously considering how their work is influencing the masses. So while different platforms can present some of these entertainers more than you would like, maybe in commercials that you don't want to see, or the radio, you know, you might like a radio station but don't like a song that they play or they keep playing. So it is ultimately up to you to figure out what are your left and right limits are, okay? What kind of music and movies that you can tolerate, and pretty much is up to you to figure out if the entertainer or producer is using any symbology or ideologies that you do not align with in your beliefs, okay? Okay, number 2. They say that the mind is all. And if that's true, whatever your mind perceives as real is real. A movie or a rap personality will probably at some point use some type of manipulation or illusion, okay? In a movie or in a rap song or any videos, you know, they will probably use some type of manipulation or illusion. Maybe to tell a story that isn't real all the time. Maybe to display a persona that isn't exclusively that. Maybe to display a persona that is exclusively for a specific role or album or concert setting. Most people do this anyway. We have different tones or voices at work than at home or with our families. When we are happy, we may act differently than when we are sad or when we are mad. An actor's talent is to bring a character to life and be believable, okay? to even have your profession to exclusively be in some type of celebrity status is to have to convince the masses that you have something about them that is worth looking at. I'm going to say that again. To even have your profession exclusively be a celebrity or have celebrity status is to convince the masses that something about them is worth looking at. If you are in the spotlight, you are the physical manifestation of a star in the sky. You are literally anti-camouflage. A celebrity has to decide that a celebrity has consciously decided that while your life as a doctor, as a program manager, as a teacher, as a nanny, as a personal trainer, as a truck driver, as a policeman, whatever your profession is, they have decided that while you do that, they are going to entertain you. Okay? Where am I? I'm trying to look at my notes. For an artist, they have to be so confident and creative in their songs that they have to entice an emotion within you. They want you to feel happiness, or their song is gonna make you feel happy, make you feel rebellious, make you feel dangerous, make you feel sad, make you feel sensual. Okay? Michael Jackson was so good at this that he used to make people faint. That is a lot of power. Okay? You may be thinking, what can we learn from this, Shania? A lot of this world consists of finding out our skills, or finding out what skills we can have and honing those skills and profiting off of them, okay? We have to just figure out what we are the Denzel Washington of, what we are the Michael Jackson of, okay? What are you the star of? Like, what do you do, you know, that you can hone in on? Like, what are the talents, or what are the skills you have, okay? You were born here, and in some way you're different from somebody, okay? Even if it's something outside of rapping, being an athlete, acting, or something like that, you are valuable at something, okay? Number 3, I think Hollywood and the music industry has taught me that, well, in my opinion, if you acquire a certain amount of money or resources, maybe not so suddenly or overnight, because these people are still working for the money, but if your lifestyle changes drastically, or if you have some type of number 3, I think Hollywood and the music industry has taught me that if you acquire a certain amount of money or resources, maybe not suddenly or overnight, because I believe these people are still working for their money, but if your lifestyle drastically changes, if you have some type of lesson you're supposed to learn, or generational pattern you're supposed to break, or a path you're supposed to take, life is still going to send you those signs, okay? Millionaire or not. For example, if a woman gets plastic surgery and runs into some money, but she still hasn't worked on her self-esteem, she might still attract the same type of man energetically wise, although they might come with more money, or, you know, look different. Energetically wise, she's still going to attract the same type of men, you know? Okay. And number 4, energy goes where attention goes. I think the saying is, energy flows where attention goes. Yeah. Your attention is valuable, and it is feeding something, okay? Whether you know it or not, whether you're conscious of it or not. Whether it's a rapper or a blogger's income, your education, your relationships, your family, or your imaginations is feeding something, okay? Check in with yourself and use your discretion on what you give your attention, your energy to. Okay, that is all I have for this topic, but let me know in the comments section if I should talk more about my thoughts, or, you know, how I can reflect on the entertainment industry, okay? Thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for viewing this video, and talk to you later.